excessive control. Excessive control is one of the worst, the most annoying love palaver. Very annoying. A situation whereby you've become a dictator. A situation whereby you don't even know your limits again. There are many reasons why lovers, a spouse, a husband, a wife, a partner could become overtly controlling. And personally, I see excessive control as an abuse of trust. It's an abuse of trust. You know what? People have done so many things because they want to control their partner excessively. People have done so many bad things. I saw a situation whereby a guy had time to hack a girl's phone. This is life is something else. So if you will be a hacker, I didn't say being hackers or being a hacker is good, but eventually you want to be a hacker is to hack a lover's phone. Achiever. Kudos. I've known a situation whereby somebody paid another lady to help him monitor a girl. So the other girl became an informant. I wonder. So people have done so many things in the name of this control. So personally, I see this excessive control as an abuse. And we've come this evening on Love Therapy to address this. And I know after now, people will get better. After now, your relationship will get better. There are pains associated with this. Number one pain is this. Suddenly, when a lover becomes a monitor, a monitoring spirit, following you here and there, you will lose your peace. Nobody has peace under the auspices of a monitoring spirit. So you lose your peace. What happens when a partner suddenly becomes your bodyguard? They mark you, you know. Some people can mark people. They mark you front and back. They mark you 24 hours. And sometimes I tell them, why don't you just put a surveillance camera? I have to stand up because this is seriously serious. You know, where it looks like somebody cannot graduate from secondary school. You suffer from class prefects as a secondary school student, a college student, and now you are in love, and somebody has become a monitor. This is terrible. The third pain we see from this excessive control, it comes from this domineering attitude of these controllers. They can dominate for Africa, for Nigeria, for lovers. They can dominate. They will dominate you until the point you begin to doubt your father's surname. Somebody will ask you your name, you don't even know your name again, because you know they will dominate you, control you as if you don't have common sense, as if falling in love makes you lose your identity, lose your personality. So if you consider these pains, the truth is this: in a relationship, one person must somehow look like he or she is more in control. No wonder they say that two captains cannot manage a boat. That's understandable. But we should know that when someone permits you to have some level of control over him or her, you should know that submission is a sign of love and trust. You should also know that submission is a clear-cut privilege, not your right. That's the truth. Then I have some advice for you, Mr. Controller. Can I even add general, because you have gotten to a place, you have some stars now. Yeah, Mr. Controller General. I think you love that name. It's a campaign, we must get this right. Because these love palavers that have made love turn upside down. The same love that's supposed to be flowing like an ocean. The same love that when you are into is like a web, you begin to live. Now love has become so much turned upside down that we don't even know which one is better, to be out or to be in. Okay, I have some advices for you. You should note, number one, that anytime he or she permits you some level of control, that person is showing you, I love you and I trust you. You should know it is not your entitlement. It's not your right. It's a privilege. Sure, it's a privilege. Number two, you should know that the best way to reciprocate this submission is not more control, but all you need to do is to allow your partner some quality freedom. I have come to discover that even the best way to control as a wise person is to give freedom. Now, if you know that this is true, then you should also know that anytime you abuse this right given to you or privilege given to you to be in charge, you are telling your partner that this person has done the wrong thing, bringing you thus far. So you should consider this. In a relationship, we have mutual people doing mutual things. You see, we have mutual people. It doesn't mean that your partner is weaker. No, most of the times we are thinking about ladies or guys, please come off it. Come off it. There's no relationship that can stand without understanding. What's understanding? Understanding is agreeing to let go of certain things for things to work. If everybody becomes wise, we will burn down the house. One person will act wise sometimes, other one become foolish. But I want to tell you, Mr. Lover, that when somebody becomes a bit foolish for things to work, don't take it for granted. Then you begin to control, you monitor, you put gadgets here and there, you make life miserable for somebody because the person in love. I want to consider the greatest lover, Jesus. How does he love? He tells us in his word. He said, give me your life and I will in turn make it yours. He reciprocates it. What does he do? He turned the same life, he give it back to you. He doesn't control us. We wear what we want to wear. If you are a believer, you wear what you want to wear. You go where you want to go. He doesn't put this controlling behavior over you. Look at the leading of the Spirit. As many as been led. So, can you copy it, Mr. Loverman, so that it will help you to make your relationship better? Stop putting people in prison. Stop monitoring them. Stop paying people to I don't know how. No. Okay, look at this. Leading is a sign that the follower is following out of his heart. You want to follow. So, it's not he's dragging them. He say as many as being led, meaning being led, meaning that the follower agrees to follow. Can you not abuse this opportunity you have? Anyone that pours out his emotion, want to stay around you, is giving you a privilege. Little wonder I always define relationship as an opportunity to be relevant in people's life. So today, you have learned, stop this abuse. Learn to love. Learn to tolerate. Give your partner, the last advice today, learn to give your partner some breathing space. Max Morrow had a teaching he did, I love so much. He said, ability to remain single in marriage, ability to remain single in dating relationship. Yes, you are dating, but you are still single. What does it mean? It means that each of you has their own opinion, their own right, their own life. You don't just get close to somebody and lose your personality, and lose your peace, and lose your mind. Losing mind is not falling in love. Don't be obsessed about things. So what do? Stop this abuse. Allow your partner some breathing space. Let them be themselves. You will love when you allow people to love you from their heart. Thank you for listening. I know you are better now. I know. Release them. Stop controlling. Throw away those gadgets. Remove the camera. Unpay the guy you have asked to be following somebody here and there. Just allow things to be. You enjoy freedom. You enjoy her more when she's free. All these things brings pretense, and all this while you've been loving a pretender. Because when I know you are monitoring me, I will behave the way you want me to behave. After all, nothing mega. See you.